Let's talk about scaling in object mode because this is an area of frustration for a lot of people, so we might as well knock it out now. So you remember how to scale. You press the S key and then you choose the axis you want to scale on. Now, before we scale, let me press the N key to open up the N panel, and we're going to go up here to Item. Notice whenever I scale it, that updates over here. So if I scale on all the axes, it updates on all of them. But if I scale on the X only, it updates the X-axis over here. Now, this isn't really an issue, but it can be an issue. Let me show you why. So remember when we discussed, modifiers? Let me give you an example here. If I add a bevel modifier to this object, take a look at what happened. Since we scaled it along the X-axis, what it did is it skewed it here along that axis as well. This one right here, that is. And let me show you kind of visually why that happens. So let me go ahead and add in a cube. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply the bevel modifier. I'm going to add the bevel modifier before I scale it. So as I scale on the X, see what's happening? You see what I mean? This axis is fine. This face here is fine. It's just scaling along it, same length and everything. But this bevel right here, since we're scaling it on the X, it's kind of getting skewed. You see what I mean? And this is why you want to make sure you do something called applying your scale. Let me delete this one. We'll go over to this one. This is a very easy fix. You press Control A and then you go to scale. What this will do is it will tell Blender, hey, don't change the scale of my object. Keep it nice and uniform for me so that way the bevel doesn't get skewed. So if you ever run into issues with modifiers or bevels or whatever, make sure your scale is applied. It's very easy fix. You press Control A and you apply the scale.